Today has been filled with colorful characters and that overall retro nostalgic feel, you know? And good thing we got even retro goodies on the way this GDQ Juneteenth. And with me, I have one of the masters of the craft. Everyone, I would love to introduce you to one of the OGs, LVCreed. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing very well, Bobby. Nice to talk to you in this kind of fashion. I'm very excited for what's happening around the Juneteenth event. It's been a blast so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And like, folks, if you don't know LVCreed, like I said before, like he has been like an OG of the speedrun space. He's been around communities, whether it's been like, you know, like speedrunning himself, Mega Man, even GDQ appearances for like a long time. For as long as at least I've been here, like 10 years or, you know, plus or something. Like it has been quite a story. But can you recall like a impactful memory that like means something to you from your time here? Like if you, it's hard to pick just one, but if you can like pick one, like, you know, right out of a hat, what would it be?
I think it had to be the very first GDQ I attended in 2014, because like back when I was a wee little Creed, I was kind of looking at for those that remember, like the old speed demos archive scene, the speed runs live stuff, and I've been looking at speed runs on the side since my college years, back in good lord, probably around my junior year of college. Is probably about, I can almost say 20 years ago. Good lord.
Hey, I think a lot of us would say 20 years, like whole.
But yeah, just seeing people just play games and go fast, and seeing the stuff like the very first GDQ event, the classic games done quick, and wound up getting the itch to participate in this community. And few years afterwards, wound up going to a GDQ myself. Very first time seeing all the people that I've communicated with during the days of Justin TV up to Twitch, and just getting finally put faces to the voices that I've been communicating with throughout all those times. Is just something to experience, and then wind up having to go through all the stuff years after and meeting new people and meeting old friends. It's just one of the reasons why I enjoy this community so much.
Oh yeah, I mean, like you kind of said it yourself, like kind of persisting through and like being here through the evolution of speedrunning events, like in conventions, meeting the myriad amount of people that, you know, like you've come into contact with, and then you grow, you know, very close with. Like, I mean, like classic Mega Man crew is still very, very near and dear to me. They roll deep always. They're super wholesome, you know. So and I think, you know, whenever I think of Mega Man community, I also put LVCreed in that compartment. Mega Man games. I love that we get to talk about Mega Man like all interview. Mega Man games can be so, like, I really am. So like they're like, I feel like one of the more accessible retro games to start like speedrunning with. Like, do you think so? Like, if you wanted to like sell someone on a Mega Man speedrun, what are some like traits and like quirks about the video game series itself that you can put up there and highlight?
I think it's not really much quirks, is that because, you know, these retro games, they usually have kind of like a reputation for being very hard to try to get into sometimes. But you got to know that Mega Man games, especially the classic series, they're so open-ended, because you don't have to go from stage 1 to stage 2 to stage 3. You got a multiple set of stages and bosses you can go to at any time. You can go anywhere in any order, and you can just pretty much just pace yourself amongst that set. And then once you start learning the tricks of the trade, all the movement, all the weaknesses, weapons, and all that, so on and so forth, you can wind up just learning to make your own route. That's one of the things about speedrunning. You don't necessarily have to follow the best runs. You can always go at your own pace. And that's one of the things I think people kind of don't think about when they see some of these upper tier runs, and they probably think these are the end all be all of runs. You can just go into a game and just go at your own pace and do what you want to do before trying to go into doing some more advanced things. And that's what I think was so good about the Mega Man franchise, because you get such an open-ended way of traversing through the game, at least until you get to the end game, that you can pretty much just go wherever you want and have that be where you want to do before you wind up getting set up into more advanced things. And with all these legacy collections that are out nowadays, it's far more easy to get access and start learning and to continue all the stuff that you probably seen some of your favorite runners do.
Yeah, and I never really thought of it that way, where it's like, you know, like even a game within itself. Like I remember like the grinds of like Mega Man 2, right? Where like even like there were 2, maybe like 3 potential possible routes that you could still get a very low like top tier time from, and then you expanded that scope to like even Legacy Collection, so like different games, different flavors of Mega Man, different modes, like I mean, you know me, a Proto Man fanatic, or base 10, like different characters, just like very different. Yeah, you know, like, I think that's why I like Mega Man 2, like just very nice variety. You can tackle on like a specific route or game like many different ways. Like, well said. So, I mean, hey, speaking of Mega Man, this is a Mega Man interview. So we got news of a new Mega Man coming out next year, but unfortunately nothing on the X series quite yet. If you were in charge of like making like a new Mega Man X game, what will be like 1 or 2 things that you could add to like differentiate it from, I mean, not only classic Mega Man, but like the Mega Man X that we have seen before?
That's something I've been thinking about, and it's actually kind of tough to answer, because even through eight Mega Man X games, and of course even spinning to RPGs, going to Command Mission, there's only so much ground you can cover. So in that regard, I'm not sure how much gameplay you can actually kind of add, aside from just trying to tweak the gameplay to suit the movement mechanics that you see X and subsequently Zero, and if you so choose Axel, you can. It's kind of hard to see if you can make around a good balanced gameplay around that, and that's really what I want to focus on. I want to focus on balanced gameplay rather than trying to focus on just some extra gimmick with new armors, new sword techniques, new gunplay, and what have you. So honestly, it's more of a balanced platforming set and working around the toolkit that I want to see. Also, as far as story goes, I want to know more beyond what we have seen so far. I want to know what leads up to the Elf Wars, because that's one of the things that we really do not see, and we only get that to supplemental material. Because I know, deviating a little bit, because I know you're also a Castlevania guy. Yeah. What's one of the more big Castlevania stories that we have
the
not
1999
seen?
Game? Yeah,
exactly. You want to see what happens. How did Julius be the Belmont to finally put down Dracula and wind up leading to the Sorrow games that wind up leading Soma to be the so-called reincarnation of Dracula? Is that kind of story I kind of want to see within Mega Man X. So it's pretty much not much as gameplay, and if it was gameplay, like I said, I just want something that's a little more flushed out and balanced. But yeah, I wanted to lead up to the Elf Wars and see what led to stuff with the Dark Elf X's, what led X to be incapacitated as he was, and wound up leading how Zero got to where he was by the Zero series. That's what I personally want to see.
Just want some closure, dog.
Just a little bit. In gameplay, not in dramas.
No. And I feel that, like, nothing like too extravagant on just really nice polished gameplay. I do respect that. We have your run that is coming up, and I want to know more about it, because like I mean it's randomizer, but like what kind of like features of this does this like, you know, game entail? Does this category entail?
So the category that I proclaim this is normal mode, hidden stages, where we have a flag where the stage select is, you get to see all the robot masters, you know where they are. In normal circumstances, the stage select is randomized amongst themselves, so they're going to be set into the different squares of the stage select screen. But that's the thing, I will actually know where they are, and I will be able to technically route where I want to go, because I do have sets of stage that I will prefer to go to. In this case, I have no idea which stage I'm going to be going to, so I could be going to a very unfavorable stage very early and be forced to adapt to whatever enemy could be in a given stage, because enemies are completely random in this randomizer. So I could have a situation where I could get a whole army of Sniper Joes and a full set of Joe mechs in a whole stretch of screens that had to deal with all that nonsense. But I can also have situations where I could just, have an easy stroll and have something like what we like to call space monkeys, where the monkeys in Wheelman from Mega Man 2, they just fly out and I can just have a nice little stroll, but I won't know that because, heck, it's a randomizer. I'm going to go in completely blind and going to have to force to just work through whatever the randomizer seed gives me.
Really quickly, or are we going to have someone vetting the seed, or are you just going to like roll the randomizer when it comes to?
We're rolling the seed. I think I'm good enough that no matter how crazy this randomizer gets, I can adapt and be able to beat it within a timely manner. I am that confident that I'm able to do that.
There we go. And again, the OG LVCreed with many a Mega Man under his belt. I mean, like, you're going to want to tune in for that. But even if you can, or even if you are and you want to, follow LVCreed on his journey, hey, where can people find you?
Well, believe it or not, I'm almost more like a dad blasted hermit. I hardly ever stream anymore, but on those rare blue moons that I do stream, you can't follow me on Twitch at LVCreed. So that's pretty much where I just pretty much do all my stuff. Otherwise, I'm probably just gonna be drifting and lurking along the Twitchverse, just hanging around with all my friends and see people do what they do, like the folks during the Juneteenth event, where we're just gonna have a good time and just watch people do what they're best at.
No, I thought, hey, absolutely. And I'll piggyback on what you said right there. It has been an awesome weekend of Juneteenth so far. I mean, not only are we going to be having LVCreed coming on up, but we have so much more, maybe like a day and a half more of like entertainment, of black joy, heck yeah, and all of the fixins with speed. That has been our interview. LVCreed, thank you very much for having the agency to share that time with us. Really love to talk with you about this, and again, like you said, it was really good having us get a chance to talk this way. I will cherish it, like, honestly, it's been really sick. But we are going to set things up to the host to give you the what's what before our next run. From LVCreed and myself, we will see you in a bit.